what is the best part of Black Ops to me? It's zombies. You can never disrespect the game that they make. Zombies, Ascension, The Theater, 5, Derice, whichever one y'all want, guys. It is the ultimate mini game of all games. And like all great games, they gotta come out with new maps. And here it is, guys. Ascension. Black and white. Eventually turns to color, yes. But you have to turn on the power for the electricity. Now I'm also going to show you where the bears are for the hidden song, the new perks, the new power-ups, where to camp, what the landers do, and how to get as far as we did, which is past level 26. Now we're going to start off in this room. The only things that you really have to watch out for are 4 barriers, okay? We have a quick revive, and this big thing in the center. Now this is a really odd looking thing. It's the spinny thing that the astronauts actually use for practice of the gravity thing. I'm not exactly sure what it is called, but we're just going to call it spinny something. Okay, just go along with it. If y'all have any names or suggestions, give me a shout. I mean, I need help here. And so we'll go ahead and start off. That thing spins extremely fast. It's always random, and you'll always hear this little ringing before it does. Now, you do not want to stand up while in its range, okay? You need to at least be crouched down on your stomach, do something. It's a really good backup plan, I guess, but you really got to watch out for it because it will knock you down in 2 hits within, seconds, not even seconds, milliseconds. Now let's start working our way up from the bottom to the top. We're going to go ahead and head to the electric room where the random box always starts out. Now, if you're a beginner at this map, it's going to be extremely confusing because there's staircases that all look the same, there's doors that lead to random places, you have no clue where it is. But go ahead and follow my steps all the way to the tippy top. You're going to find the random box, and you're also going to find the button that shoots the rocket up into the air, and you can actually blow it up. I figured that out. I don't have a clip of it, but a friend told me that you can shoot a ray gun bullet at it or a thunder gun bullet, and it's actually extremely, I guess, a beautiful sight, but it's just pointless. The whole point of the rocket is to launch it up into the air so you can get to the pack-a-punch, which never moves. That's one good bonus that we all love. Now, in order to get the rocket launched up into the air, you have to ride on all 3 of the landers. Now, they're spread out throughout the whole map. Not very, I guess you could say they're pretty far apart. It's only 250 points to ride it, so not expensive at all. For it to land and then take back off, it's only, within 5 seconds of difference, so it's got to cool down for a whole 3 seconds. You got to get all your buddies on there again, and then you can take off again. But the only downfall is that it takes you back to the main room, and if you have a horde, it'll actually run from where you took off all the way back to the main room, and you better pray that they do not charge you all at once. Maybe you'll be lucky, and you'll have that spinny thingy thing, and it's whatever the hell you want to call it, spin at that moment. And of course, once all the landers are landed, you've already taken off in all of them, you're going to want to go back up to where the box started, and you're going to want to push this button right there. And right once you push that button, the rocket is ready to launch. Go ahead and take a gander at it. You gotta love the view. Don't forget, hey, if y'all can shoot it down with the ray gun, if y'all actually got the ray gun already, you might as well try to shoot it down, see what it looks like, or use a thunder gun or something. Let's finally get to where you need to go camp. Now, in order to get to the spot from the main room, go upstairs to the 2nd floor, take a right, go all the way down there, take a left after the truck, and head upstairs. Now, this is the ultimate spot. Even though it is our first one to try, it is our ultimate spot as of right now. We got to level 26 or 27. I can't remember. You'll see it in the end. The reason why I really like this spot is because it has the PhD flopper. And that is one of the newest perks that we can get along with Stamina Up. Stamina Up makes you run faster. And, of course, PhD flopper was actually a really hard one to find out what it does. But with a little bit of research, we got it going. Really, all it does is if you jump from a certain height, then you can create an explosion around your little area. Which, that's the whole strategy here. we can have 2 guys who have it. You need Juggernaut. That is a mandatory thing. If you don't have Juggernaut, you're really gonna be getting downed a lot, and it'd be pointless for you to be a flopper, which is what we call it. This is actually called the flopper strategy. Basically, what PhD is Lightwave Pro. You can fall from a certain, you know what? You can fall from 5,000 million bajillion feet up in the air, and you still won't die. So it's a really good perk for that, along with Juggernaut, and you put those things together with the PhD and Juggernaut and a nuke. It's basically a nuke around your certain body, like a certain radius around you. It's a nuke. You just have to do it from a certain height, and if you don't do it from a certain height, then it's not going to help you. One other thing that you really need to watch out for is landing on a zombie. That can totally mess you up, and you got to watch out for that. So what our strategy is, you got to have one guy on the left side of the rail, and you have the flopper on the right. Now you have to dolphin dive. I forgot to tell you all that. You need to do the dolphin dive. If you just fall straight down, then it's just pointless. So don't forget to dolphin dive every time. You don't have to go to the very top of the staircase. You can actually do it in half of the staircase, you know, and do the same exact explosion. Now if you have 2 people dolphin diving at the same time, that's double the effort, guys. Y'all are gonna be wrecking. It saves you ammo, it still gives you points, and you're basically unbeatable. Now when the monkeys come around, it's spontaneous, you know? I mean, they start falling from the sky. I'm not sure if it's meteors or their rocket ship that they flew in, but they start falling from the sky, and they're extremely small. So the only for sure way to kill them, which is extremely easy, is if you have a ray gun. Now, at first we thought that you just had to kill all the monkeys and that's it, for them not to take your perks and all that good stuff. Well, in fact, you actually got to go guard your machine that you have a perk of. We all have at least Juggernaut, so we need to go guard Juggernaut. And we need a ray gun at Juggernaut, we need a ray gun at the PhD flopper, and if you get by the level without them taking any of your perks, then you get this beer bottle looking thing that will actually give you, it's actually a power up that'll give you 1 random perk. Now the good thing about it is that it's a free perk. You don't have to worry a thing about it, it's free, totally free. And the only downside to it is that you actually have to go watch that perk that you got. Say you got a quick revive, you got Juggernaut, PhD, and a stamina up. You got 4 guys, you got 4 perks, you have to go watch them all. But if you have some good guys, you don't really got to worry about it. The only ones you need for this strategy are Juggernaut and PhD flopper. This is the only 2. But of course, if you have extra perks like stamina up or quick revive, it'll help you out in the long run. Just not when the next space monkeys come and steal your perk. Now we're going to take a look at the map of an aerial view, and the only one that I can actually find is right next to the lander. I could not find one anywhere online, so I just said, you know what, the hell with it, we'll just use this one. Now, we're going to use the red thumbtacks to represent where the landers are, where you need to take off, and all that good stuff. Of course, all the landers go straight to the middle, to the main room that y'all started in. So, one of the landers is right here, one's over here, and of course the last one's right here. Now, these are pretty easy to get to. Of course, they're going to cost quite a bit. This map is extremely huge. It's bigger than the theater. You're not going to be able to run around, I don't think. At least we haven't thought of that yet. It's extremely hard because all the staircases. Now, in case you want the hidden song, they're going to be teddy bears with scythes on them. They're going to be holding a scythe, okay? And it's not a battery like I thought, but it's a teddy bear with a scythe. And they're going to be, there's one located right here near a lander. Another one up here, right next to a lander again. And of course the last one's in the main room where I showed y'all earlier. Alright guys, this is where all our travels end. Level 26. We're going to be done. But before we go, I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all that y'all need to look around for this radio. It's a gray box. Just like all the other maps, they have radios that tell stories. And also look for red phones on the walls. Press X on them, just like you normally would. You know, kind of like to hear the song. And guys, hey, thanks for watching the video. Go ahead, comment, rate. And I thank these guys right here, TNA, Red, and the other Tantrum. So go ahead and keep checking my channel out. Later.